What is up, you beautiful people? Stone here, and today we're back into the Blueprints. I absolutely love this game, and I remembered that I need to start off all my runs by going out here to the west path, because I've unlocked this a while ago, but the last couple parts, I've kind of forgotten that this even exists, but now I've got 3 new rooms. This is awesome. Also, I think we're on day 9, which, by the way, he's a wonderful person. Go check him out. He turned me onto this game yet again, because I already liked this game, and I knew it was going to come back, but he freaking really reignited that passion for me. So, the schoolhouse is outside. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Why is that good? What? Hovel special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems? That could be awesome. If I get a lot of bedrooms and find food and stuff and get coins to buy food. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Well, if I had a shovel, or if I had a shovel in a coat room that I could check out, I would go for this, but not that right now. These are both interesting. Like, I don't know what a classroom is, but I really like the idea of this one to move further. But I feel like the way I should be playing this game right now is just getting more knowledge and not trying to play efficiently. So, I think I'm going to go for the schoolhouse, just because that'll help me learn more about the game, hopefully. Why is there so much of this place that's broken? Also, you never know, I might find something cool in the schoolroom house place. So this is the schoolhouse, but then there's also going to be adding schoolrooms. Oh, hello. Oh? Dude, what? This game just keeps giving. Now there's some crazy 4-pedestal ritual thing going on that I need to find certain rooms to activate. What? Also, what's the purpose of turning this, being able to turn that off? Dude, everything in this game I need to figure out, so if I turn this off, it just turns off. Why would you want it to turn off, though? And do I have to watch this every time? I mean, now that when you do it, it's faster than the first time. But what the heck? Dude, I'm glad I picked this room. Oh, sick, we already got the library? I haven't gotten the library this early before. And wait, a coupon book? Oh, for the commissary, save 1 gold on each purchase you make in the estate. Oh, each purchase. So any purchase? So I can use that in the kitchen too? Also, I'm pretty sure this is tag. It could also be 10, but I think it's tag because this is stag. So that's S. And I've been paying attention to the letters again, and it's so far it's spelling out FES. It's doing it in the same order that I realized the second time. So I'm going to try to pay attention to whether that keeps happening, and when it diverges, and maybe why, and we can figure out something there. But also, we got the Sightseer's Guide. Can I see who... Yeah, check this out. Anne Babbage, Lord Evanson, M. Lowry, and Simon P. Jones. November 15th. Introduction. The third... Oh, is this about Reddington? Yeah, a Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Nice. I remember this from the postcard in the bedroom, I think. Introduction. The third stage city in Fen arises... or Ares, Fen Ares, and site of its former capital, Reddington, is synonymous with mountains, mystery, and magic. Ooh, dude, I love the alliteration. Most tourists head straight for the boardwalk. Why can I not read? And don't get much further than the botanical gardens. However, Reddington has much more to offer. Spectacular scenery, a historic castle, and a charming underground bazaar reward visitors who wish to explore further. Reddington is the type of unique, enchanting place that lingers in your mind and memories long after you leave her. Dude, I love that. This is a very good introduction to a place. The Botanical Gardens, Reddington's most spectacular attraction and a guaranteed crowd pleaser. The Botanical Gardens is loved by both locals and visitors for its Gerin canopy house and mausoleum, its petal-covered trails, and a mind-boggling variety of flowers. This is the reason springtime is Reddington's busy season. Oh man. And I bet the picture, the painting there, doesn't do it any sorts of justice. I bet it's way better in person. Situated just east of town, the Botanical Gardens offer a scenic and captivating tableau of the natural countryside. A cobblestone trail meanders past over 1,000 species of tropical plants. Holy crap. Who planted all those? Good job. Each remarkable in its own right, yet even more stunning, set against the spectacular backdrop of the Reddington Mountains. Allow yourself at least an hour to indulge in this picturesque walk, which concludes at Mainway Station. And that's an Ilex X Messerve, a specimen of holly unique to Reddington's mountains. That's cool. And another thing I realized that I could do because I'm recording this is if anything is super interesting, I don't have to take a picture with my phone. I can just do one of these as long as it doesn't mess up my recording. I don't know if you guys saw that. The screen go black for a second, but I took a screenshot. Love it, love it, love it. Now let's keep going. Featherfall Keep. You will find sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit, a historic site described by scholars as significantly important to the realm's past. Featherfell Keep, the former home of Lord William Espin, oh, I think I've heard of that guy before, has until recently always been a private residence, serving as a family home to the Espins since before the Third Era. Are they counting, or is that just me? Because I think I heard it say something about one before or first, and now I see the word second, and then I see the word third. What does it mean? After the death of Lord Espin, his oldest son Lionel Espin left the estate never to return. However, the daughter stayed, maintaining the residence and its staff until her marriage in 1951. At that point, Featherfell Keep ceased to be a family residence. It began operating as a historic house, museum, and tourist attraction, and the estate was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. So what is that, like 21 years later? It is still believed by many that Featherfell was built by the first king of Orinda, Ares, when Reddington was still the capital. However, surface documents containing conflicting dates have recently cast some doubt on the long-standing myth. Trinsdale Lake. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil scenery, stillness. Dude, this place has everything. An amazing flower place, mountainsides, and a lake. I would definitely love to come here. Close your eyes and imagine tranquil, serene stillness, rolling fogs, clear water, and gliding swans. In the midst of all that beauty sits Trinsdale Lake, one of the Fen Ares' premier vacation destinations. Exclusive for its more privileged citizens, the lakeside resort and cabins have been frequented by royalty and the realm's gentry for generations. However, on the southern shore of the lake, tourists are free to enjoy the views and rub elbows with the rich and famous in the 100 Bells Tea Room, which is open to the general public for lunch on Mondays and Fridays. Dang, dude, this is a lot of reading. I need a drink. Okay, Mount Holly. At an elevation of 11,220 feet, Mount Holly is the tallest mountain in the Reddington Range and the highest peak in the entire realm. Beyond the physical challenge itself, climbing Mount Holly Trail is a beautiful experience and one that many hikers and explorers will want to do at least once. It's only a few hours from Reddington to get to the trailhead, and you won't need any local guides or special gear if you tackle the trail during the summer season. However, those willing to give this mountain a significant amount of planning and research will be greatly rewarded whether or not they actually summit. On the opposite side of the peak, far from the trail, rests the estate of Mount Holly, nestled between the summit's northern slope and saddle. This 80-acre mountain residence is almost as old as Reddington itself. However, unlike Featherfall Keep, or Featherfell, is it Featherfall? I thought it was Featherfell the first time I read it. The property has been completely private since the closing of the Mount Holly Schoolhouse in '66. Still, hikers will be able to appreciate the house's unique architecture at a distance from one of the trail's many north-facing overlooks. Aren't we at the Mount Holly estate? And I feel like there's a lot of numbers here, and I should at least write these down, even if they don't directly mean anything yet. So what do we got here? We got 11,220. What's the other numbers we got here? We got frickin' the schoolhouse in '66, and then I thought putty tat. 80 acres. 80 acres. Wait, no, two of those numbers are together. Stop touching. There we go. And a Mainway Station Bazaar for the sentimental tourists wishing to pick up a souvenir to remember their stay. One might try braving the Mainway Station Bazaar, but don't be too hasty. I am. Without proper guidance, the mainway station can be a dangerous place. Located underground, this unique marketplace was once Reddington's central railway station in a time when the realm's trains were still in service. Now, the turnstiles, footbridge, and platform have been appropriated and turned into a cavern of tents and torches. Whether you are a bargain hunting, that's not how you say that. Looking for adventure or finding a memento to commemorate your visit, the Mainway Station Bazaar will be a worthy conclusion to your sightseeing adventure in Reddington. So they have a whole underground place where they sell stuff? That's cool. So Trinsdale Lake, Reddington, Burmese, something, Mount Perma, Featherfell Keep, something 100 balls. There's an angel tower all the way up the top, tippity there. Botanical gardens, something else, Mount Holly. So if we're at the Mount Holly estate, we're at Mount Holly, right? So Reddington isn't that far away. Why do I need this map? I do not know. Another screenshot for me. And is that it? That's it. Okay. Woo! There was some information in there. I don't know if it's ever going to come up. Ooh, I found the observatory again. So what do I get for this one? Oh, 3 steps. Nice. A little bit more steppage. I'm already going to hopefully get a lot of steps in this run because I found the nursery. So now when I draft a bedroom, I'll get 5 more steps automatically. What else? I've been... so far, all the letters for these are ones I already have. So I think we're making some pretty good progress right now. Nothing spectacular. Also, I thought that one, I have to look at that again. The schoolhouse or whatever that was, the drawing room. That's cool. That'll lead to 2 other rooms. But the lines, what do they mean? And then is this a print? Is this like a blueprint? And this is a plane? Print and plane don't go together well. And print and flight don't go together either. What does this mean? Also, why is there an E? Am I in that room? I am in that room. What does E mean? Also, yeah, I forgot. I had the blessing of the dancer for 2 more days. Can't I spend gems to like rotate rooms? And then, yeah, the schoolhouse adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. I thought I would at least have found 1 by now. That's insanities. But yeah, what is this? If that's not like some sort of a blueprint or a map doesn't make sense. Is it not blueprint? Or schematics? Schematics really don't make sense. What is going on here? That totally made me forget whatever thought I was trying to spit out. Oh cool, we got a classroom and I have enough for 1 more gem spot. You're more likely to draw red rooms. Yeah, the furnace, I don't think there's I never even found anything in the furnace. It's just the effect on it. But yeah, show me the classroom. I don't know what this is all about and why it would want to have like 8 of these in the house. Okay, so tier and tie, that's an R. Do we already have an R as a letter we can have? It? We do. Can you find the difference? Classroom puzzle. Wait, this is a classroom puzzle? So does that mean that puzzle is in this classroom? Wait, what? Why is the 8 sideways? Is that infinity? Does that mean something? Can I get a stick and poke at those? Or are all the letters over here? Do the colors matter? Huh? I don't know about that. Oh, of course there's an apple. That's cool. Give me this. More steps. 2 more steps. What's this? Color worksheet. Fill in each object below with its correct color. Okay. My favorite color is purple. So, what do with that? What do with this easel? Can I do something with the easel? Colors. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, violet. Do they actually say what they are? Yeah. I didn't know if this was like a color puzzle in itself, or maybe it read blue, but it was yellow, actually. We got more papers. Hello, papers, please. You must really like red. 2 out of 10. What does that mean? 2 out of 10. Red. Caleb. Hello, Caleb. What's going on here? Color worksheet. B+. You got 10 out of 12. Wow, look at you. What could you have gotten wrong? What up with the flags? Is there something in this room that shows me like those symbols that those flags are supposed to be the color of? Because that's weird and arbitrary. How are the kids supposed to know what colors those flags are supposed to be? Flags can be any color. They can be more than one color. Something up with this ball? Is this like a bouncy exercise ball? This thing can't be too thick or solid. I mean, there's kids around. You don't want that rolling over a child. Anybody else? Also, who wrote that? Did I read this one? That's Freddy. This one's RJ. Maybe you pronounce the A like that, or the E like that. RG, 10 out of 12, 9 out of 12. Wait, I never even looked to see what he got wrong. If those are blueprints... Oh, I also realized in the last one, it was plain and plan. So E was the extra letter. The pumpkin is orange, even though it's kind of hard to tell that that's orange. One flag is orange. Red. The correct colors. How would we even know? Because I think it looks like RJ's got everything the right color except for 2 of the flags, maybe? So what do you got? 9 out of 12. That lizard is not supposed to be the purple. The blueprints are not supposed to be that color. So you got those 2 wrong. So that means you got 2 of the flags right, if I'm trying to figure out what the flags are. But wait, that could be a heart, but it's very blocky. So we have a mountain, a heart, and an hourglass. Do we have a mountain, a heart, and an hourglass in here? Wait, that's not what time the clocks were when I saw them this day run through earlier. Do the clocks move? I didn't think the clocks moved. I thought they were all stationary. Hello? Can I find... Dude, there's so much stuff in this room. There's gotta be some puzzles I can be solving. Grade uno. What else? Can I open these drawers? No. Even if I did figure out puzzles in here, there's nothing to interact with for me to change or do anything. Oh, this is a really big piece of the puzzle, if I even knew where to put the answer, but each color is only used twice, and you got 10 out of 12. You got the lizard wrong, and 1 of the flags. So it means you got 2 of the flags correct also. So if you got 2 of the flags correct, and you got 2 of the flags correct, I think, based on your answers, that the heart flag is supposed to be orange. I think. You got 2 wrong, which means the heart flag is wrong and one of the other flags is wrong. So, what's the more consistent one? You both got the yellow mountain. You do not have a yellow mountain. So is it orange flag? No, but there's only can be 2 of each. Oh yeah, but that makes sense. Orange heart, yellow mountains, purple hourglass. Oh, I need to write that down. Okay, this is interesting. We got another classroom. So, while drafting in classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time for each classroom in your house. Oh, I didn't read that on the first classroom. I just saw classroom and I was like, let's do it. Lots of words. We'll probably learn a lot of stuff. Does it matter if I move this? No, it's fine. Just the way it is. This one says grade 2. Oh, so it is different. And we have an apple. Maybe the answers to the frickin' first one are over here. For the puzzles, at least. Wait, mathematics worksheet. Oh, these ones have to do with the numbers on the wall because they're colored. And one thing I noticed about these numbers and letters is that there's only 3 colors that they can apply to. Oh, and the 8 here is also infinite. What if that means, like, if you discover the 8th schoolroom, then something crazy happens? So wait, mathematics, it's starting to add up. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Is this supposed to be like another hint or a consistency within the game with like the dart puzzle in the billiard room? Also, what do the numbers around the outside mean? 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the... There's gotta be a reason for all that now too. Oh, hell's bells, dude. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? What was this one again? It wasn't painting, and was it plane and planet? So T? I think I already have a T. Yeah, I already have a T. I just don't know if there's any repeating letters. Also, yeah, what do we do with this one? Look at the colors. Wait, what? Find each sum without using signs. So we're supposed to add them up? No, the colors have to do with these. So add, subtract, multiplication, division. So wait, I probably, so I don't have to keep looking at this wall, want to see what's over here. So add is, what is that? Say that's green, and then subtraction is yellow. And then what else we got? Pink, Molt, how are we doing this? Yeah. Molt is pink. Oh, frickin'. So many things. Molt is pink. And then, what do you call that? Like a purple blue? How does it look on the sheets? Do any of the sheets have division? No, that's blue. Pink, green, and yellow? But here that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, I could use these. Is this for something else? Maybe I just got to figure it out by looking at these, but then what numbers am I looking for? Am I looking for these numbers? Mathematics, it's just starting to add up. Yeah, I read that. I just thought maybe if I read it again, something would click, but maybe not. 5 out of 12? Effity. So you got a B minus 9 out of 12. So 2 and 5, if they're blue, you add them? 6, 1, and 3 is 10. 4 and 1 would be 7. If yellow is minus 3, then that is correct. But if we yellow, yeah, that is minusing. So wait, that's not blue, it's green? This is blue? It looks more green to me. I mean, I can see how maybe you could get either one, but it looks more blue. So wait, but there's only 3 colors. The blue, pink, and yellow that are up there. Or blue, whatever in yellow. Blue, red, and yellow? Look at the colors. How good you do. You also did 9 out of 12. Did you also get 7? No. Yeah, you got 7 for the first one, but 9 for the second one. What'd you get? You also got 7. I think you did the best. Are these the same kids also? No, it's Penelope. Fomric. Interesting. We got Rob. Of course. And then Jenny W. So yeah, you got 9 out of 12. You only got 2 wrong. So I think if I look at most of your answers, I can get this down packed better. So is there just no division on these sheets? So it's 7, 13 looks good, 10 looks good, 4 maybe looks good. 6 minus 1 is 5, minus 3 is supposed to be 2, not 3. If that's how you're supposed to do it. So that looks like that's the one that's inconsistent. Let's just keep going. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, so he needs to have 2 wrong. So if I find more than that, then I know whatever I'm doing is wrong. 9 minus 8 is 1. Yep. 6 plus 1 is 7. Times 3 is 21. Okay, that's good. 2 minus 2... Or wait, 2 times 2 is 4. And then that's good. 6 times 1 is 6. Times 3 is supposed to be 18. So that's the other one that's probably wrong. If the other 2 that are next are correct. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then 6 minus 1 is 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, so I think I got this down. But now I got to figure out how to apply this. Like, what do I do with this newfound knowledge? Found me a good old parlor room. So the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. This technically contains the letter U. With a statement containing the letter U. The U in this statement is the U. So the blue box is true. And then the gem is in a box with a statement containing the letter B. So this has the letter B, but so does this. So one of these has to be wrong. The blue box is true. Wait, so what are they saying about the gems? The gems is in a box with an A in the statement. So you have an A. You have multiple A's. Oh no, with a statement containing, no, the letter B. Okay. So B. But what if the B, no, this also says box. This says box. And this says box. So they're all true. Does this have a U? This one doesn't have a U in it. And then this one does have a U in it. So the gems could be in this box. But this is saying the blue box is true. Statements in a box. Or the statements in a box. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. What if this doesn't have a statement? What if this isn't a statement in itself? I mean, it has to be. But these two are the same type of statement if they are, and this one's a different one. But which one 'tis? Oh no, this one, I feel like there's not enough information with this one to really suss it out. Because what I'm trying to do is work backwards sometimes like I do with puzzles. Instead of going forward, you do something else. You come at it from a different angle. But even if I'm trying to figure out, instead of just trying to go with the boxes are telling me and figure out which one is true, or to figure out if the box is true, I want to figure out what's wrong. And if, like, or if one of these is lying, but technically they're all telling the truth. But this could be true, this could be false. Oh man, because like 2 could also be lying. Because the letter U. I'm inclined to maybe think that... Well, if I think both of these are true, then this is true. But that can't be. One of these has to be wrong. So if one of these are wrong, then the gem, or in the box, the letter B, isn't true. Then it can't be that one. It can't be any of them if it is false. So this has to be true. But then that also just makes it so it's any of them. So that doesn't help nobody. And then the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. If we say this isn't the letter U, then it can't be this box. It has to be this box. And it can't be this box if this is true. So then it must be this one. And that's the only line of logic I'm willing to follow right now, because what the frick otherwise? The blue box is true. Yeah. This could be true. No, it'd have to be false. Oh, wait. I hate it right now. What the hell? I just hate it because of like how easy some of these are, and then like you got these ones that stomp the hell out of me. So I think I'm just gonna wing it, otherwise I'm gonna be stuck here for a long time. But so if it's a letter U, and technically the U isn't in the statement because it's in quotes, then it's got to be this one. Because if this one's true, then one of these has to be wrong. In order for one to be wrong, the other one has to be wrong. So this one. Dang it. Frick, really? It wasn't in that one? What is up with these? Which one would it be, the blue one or the black one? Can I figure it out without actually knowing? That's cool that I can just open and close it. Frick. And what's stopping me from taking the key out and just opening the other ones? Unless it locks in there and breaks it. The gems are in a box. Yeah, the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. So this is B. So if this was wrong and these were true, then still it's any box. This one isn't definitive. Unless it is, please let me know if there is an obvious answer, because I would love to know how to come across this in the future. Oh, wait a second. The freaking magnifying glass. Oh, that's awesome. So I can redeem myself right now, because turns out the last day is over now. This is the next day, whatever day this is, day 10. We got the shelter, so I gotta remember the next 3 red rooms I get to nullify their negative effects, so I can just count them as regular rooms, which is very nice. Does that mean that shuts off the chapel, like, completely for this run? Or is it just, like, the 3 times I run through it counts as all 3 rooms? I don't know. So this one, yeah, I should be able to redeem myself. And then this is really cool because there's something in the mail room that I discovered that has some really tiny text on it, and I'm hoping maybe I can learn something very, freaking livening, like something that can open my eyes. The blue box is true. Okay, is that true? You are in the parlor. I am. So both of these are true. So this one has to be false. This box is empty. You're false. You got stuff inside you. I know it. Yeah, see? That was so straightforward compared to the other one. What in the world? Should I go back to the mailroom right now? Maybe not right now. I'll have to run back most likely eventually, unless somehow I end up wrapping back around to the start, but that never happens. What in the... is a chamber of mirrors? You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. So does that mean if I get the mailroom again, that it'll have mail in it? Or does it specifically state, like, the next day when you get mail? I don't know if this is good. The second draft of copies of rooms you already have in my house. So I can get another parlor, a courtyard, a hallway, a pantry? So it basically just resets the draft pool. Oh. That could be nice. Another hallway would be sick. Huh. I don't know. I think I want to get it just because I haven't gotten it before. And maybe I might find something cool in here besides just what it says. Wait. It's some sort of a puzzle. And there's a gem over there. Oh. Okay, so if all I could do is click this button, what does this button do? Okay. Wait. Is this a room I have to interact with by walking into it on different angles? So now I have to walk in through that side? Would I be able to originally walk into there? But I don't think so, because it looked like the glass opened from like the very edge. Oh no, it is in the middle. Okay. Yeah, so I have to go from that side. So at least any way you walk into this place, you can click that button. That's also interesting, because it leads me to believe, like, in what direction, like, if every time you discover this room, can you walk into it on a different side? Or if it's mirrored, is the same thing true? Because it looks like the paintings are true. So we got chart and cart. So H. I think we already have an H. Yeah, this room looks the same as that room, and then maybe these rooms are the same on all sides. So maybe it does not matter. Because also there's a gem on each table, it looks like, too. This is really cool. I got another parlor! I can go positive today instead of neutral. The gems are in the true box. So this would lead me to believe that there's only one true box, and if you're telling the truth, then it's inside of you. There are 4 boxes in this room. Wait. Is there another box in this room? That's not a box. Is there a box in here? I don't want to just say wrong because there's 3 boxes. There could just be like a weird box just laying around trying to be sneaky and tricksy. There's a box in the fireplace? No? Yeah, I don't think so. So this is a falsity. You're lying, Mr. Blue. There's only 1 box in this room. That is automatically a lie, and since you are telling the truth, you have the gems. I knew it from the yump. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Look at that again. I'm 2 for 3. Oh, these are paintings I've never seen before. Road and Rod. I've had an A, haven't I? Yeah, I've had an A before. But why are these pictures also look very different than the other ones? Not just like they're black and white, but like the amount of space they take up on the picture is also different. Oh, I have the magnifying glass. I'm in the security room. Can I see past the scribbles? Can we see past it? Song? Does that say Swan Song? Why do I feel like this is familiar? Have I figured this out before? I think I might have figured this out before, but did I learn anything? I don't think. Maybe if I did, I didn't read it. So wait, log into the network. Oh wait, I have to. Oh, freaking hell's bells. Okay, Swan Song. Let's do it. Wait. Submit. Password accepted. Hell yeah. Connecting to the network. Yeah, this is vaguely familiar. I feel like I did this before, but why didn't I have any takeaway from it? Is it just because I didn't write it down for whatever reason? Staff services. Punch in and out. Staff announcements. Oh yeah, maybe I did read all this before. Request schedule change. Special orders. Oh yeah. Turn. If you like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders. For all members of the staff, special orders can take 1 to 3 days. What would you like to order? Ooh! So it ends up in the commissary? But then I still have to buy it? Metal detector, magnifying glass, brass compass. I don't think I've had the compass before. Shovels are always good. Sleeping masks are good. Sledgehammers are okay. Running shoes are pretty niche and nice just to have. I don't know what I would want. One thing I never maybe paid attention to was there any small print on any of the books I've read so far, like in the library? That would suck. You have to line it up with perfectly to get the book with the library. I mean, you could just not draft the library until you get a magnifying glass, but it seems like a lot of things in this game takes a lot of prep work, or at least like mindfulness. I think I want to get the compass just because I haven't had it. Estimated to take 1 to 2 days. Oh, and it's also a guess, so I have to just hope to get the commissary over the next 2 days to try to buy the compass, because then also I need to buy it. I have so many coins right now. I kind of want to find the laundry room, turn all those into keys, maybe. Because I feel like that's where I've been really hitting a wall, literally, or a door, is because I don't have keys. Okay, let's see what the heck this says in the small writing underneath whatever this sign is, or signature letters. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Why is this helpful? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Who, Denny Ravane? Should I be writing, like, why would this be important? Like, Denny Ravane stole the mail? What? Okay, I haven't been to the breaker box in a while, but I know there was also, when I put down that page, that was confusing. I also saw that there were colors on here, and I was just like, what do these have to do with? And then it let me pick it up. So I am going to take a nice old screenshot of that, which I also now have to make a folder of all my screenshots, so they're not just sitting in my screenshots. But, yeah. Now I want to kind of do the breaker box to see what this is about. Well, this is sick. This is only my second red room, so I can draft 3 still. Get the heck out of here. And then this also will let me go to the mirror room. The one thing I need, though, right now is steps. I'm low on steps, even though I ate an apple. Or no, wait, was that the last day? No, today I dug up... I got a shovel in the courtyard, and I dug up a turnip, and then I straight ate it out the ground. So what's this? We got tiger. Is it? It's usually always tiger and tier. Yeah, it's tiger and tier for the G. Do I want to click this button, though? Because it's probably just going to open the opposite side. I mean, in case I get all the way around it, I think I do want to click the button. Instead of having to walk all the way around it. Wait, you opened that one? Huh? Isn't that, like, I have to go a long way around to get there? Yeah, I kind of want to do it, but also I don't know if it's worth. But how do I know what's worth in this game? How many steps do I have? 11? I'd have to go back in the other room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be 10 of my steps. And for what? To click a button? Maybe if I click that button, it opens up all of the doors? But then I would need to discover a bedroom right off of those for it to be worth it. Oh, man. Should I just go back to the chapel and try to get a bedroom off the chapel over there? Or off of behind me? Maybe I'll do that. Because I have to go in this room anyway, so let's see what we get out of these rooms. If this one's like a bedroom or something, it's fine. Oh no, my last key! I need this to be a laundry room! No! Office. Opportunity to earn and spread money. I don't think I've ever been in the office before. I think I had to do this. Also, based on like what I was looking at in the security room, it seems like it's really cool. You can operate all the other computers of the building if you have drafted those plans already. So I could get into the computer with at the shelter, and then also said there was one in the laboratory and the office. And I know what the laboratory one does. It makes it so you can create a random experiment. So when you do certain things throughout the house, you get rewards, or other things will happen. So I'm excited and wonderful about. How do you say that without it meaning wonderful? I'm full of wonder. That's how you just have to say it backwards? Yeah, I have definitely not been in here. Why are you pointing at this man? And why does it... He's got his mouth all taut and tight. He's got some logic puzzles. Another bust. Is that the same one? No, that one's... He's got some facial hairs. This guy looks a little evil because of, like... His hair makes him look like he got horns. Or extra ears. And a big old blank spot. What up with that? Does this help to break up the room? What is that? Is that supposed to be like a picture of a pilot? Is that a pilot? And then what's this? A plot? A pilot and a plot leaves out... Do I have the letter I? I do have the letter I. If that is plot and pilot. Now on to more pressing matters of this freaking desk that I can't move the chair away. Upgrade desk? Insertion into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. I'll say what now? That's awesome. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. Really? It breaks every time? I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. The west and east? Huh? Can I use my magnifying glass to maybe see any hidden things? Or no? Probably no. Oh man, and this isn't even the run where I have the broken lever, is it? No, that was yesterday. My problem seems so far away. Oh, what is in here? Wait, no. I wish to touch. How do I touch thing without closing drawer? Oh. Hello? Hell drawer? Bridget, please check if any books watching... Books watching? Please check if any books watching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Books? Matching! That helps. Flight of the Queen, March of this Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. So wait, March of the Count? Why is that one not read? A little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. Well, it's written in red and it says herring, so I'm willing to bet that that's on purpose and it's a red herring. All the reds are red herrings. So it's March of the Count. So March of the Count. Another screenshot! Today's the day of screenshots! Oh man, I know I can go back through my recordings and just look at them, but I think it's a lot easier for me if I could just take a bunch of screenshots and then look through them like that a lot faster. I feel like I've seen the lady before, but not the dude. Mr. Dude? What that mouth say? Hello? You and your little beauty mark? I like this hairstyle. It reminds me of like both Harry Poppins and the lady from George in the Jungle, whoever that lady was. I forget her name. They almost have like a very same vibe, or maybe it was just because they're around the same time period. What? So there's two safes, but how am I supposed to know? Wait, that wasn't there before? That was because of this lever. Oh wait. I betcha. It won't let me redo it. But maybe this has something to do... March of the Count? March of the Count. Is it telling me about March? Something about the Count. What are we counting and marching to? Is this another picture? Hello. Who is this lady? You're not lady with beauty mark. You're different lady. What is in your hands? What does that book say? Tell me your knowledge. Oh, I totally didn't even check this. I was trying to figure out other things around the room. Maybe if I counted the items. Like there's a lot of each item. Like there's a lot of like busts and the logic puzzles. And then the little ornamental ball things. There's a bunch of those. So I was counting them. But then I realized, oh yeah, office, this. And then I can upgrade this office. Or can I use it at any terminal to upgrade anything? Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's room. This includes each servant's quarters and maid's chamber currently on the estate. That's cool. So I want to do this once I have, what's that, a maid's chamber or a servant's quarters. Spread gold in the estate. Hello. The office can facilitate a modest distribution of coins withdrawn from the staff incentives program. These coins are spread, distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. Spread 'em! Function successful. A number of gold coins have been withdrawn from the staff incentives program and spread throughout the estate. And then what do I do if I log into Zy Network? I really love that there's a tab to be like, put in the last password that I just put into a different terminal. And it seems like they all work for each one. I was thinking maybe because the shelter was outside the house that it had a different password, but it seems like all the passwords are the same. Staff services, remote terminal access, data transfers, glossary of terms. I think this is all the same. This is how I view the other. Yeah, there's one in the library, the shelter, the security, the office. So no. Yeah, get me out of here and let me use the disk. If all these computers are the same and when I log in. Is it randomly going to pick one? Storeroom. Oh. Storeroom data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Permanently? I didn't know this game had permanent features like that. Oh, that's sick. So 2 keys, 1 gem, 1 coin. 2 gems, or 10 coins? I don't use coins that often. I kind of now think because of the last couple days of me being hard or being sucking at this and it's being hard for me, I think I will go for the keys. Yes. I wonder if you can upgrade the storeroom again and again and again if you're lucky enough. So you can get like all that. So if you get like 2, 2, and 10 eventually. Where did these come from? There's a nice ghost giving coins around the house. I don't know if I like that. A bit of a weird cut, but I had to go do something and then come back and I wasn't able to finish my run, and you can't just like save a run. At least I don't think so. Every time I tried that, I think you have to go through the run. I remember that in the first part, I thought I could save and continue, but you have to like end the day to save for before you enter the next day. So it's just a long-winded way of saying like we didn't really discover much else. But I do love today's part when I went back and was editing some of it that we discovered a lot. There might not have been anything important, but we do have a lot more pieces, and I'm excited to get into the next one. So I do hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did, and if you did remember these 3 things, you're beautiful. I appreciate you, and have a great one. Bye bye.